It's tailgate season. Let's make grilled elote dip. We always have dips at tailgates, whether it's at a stadium, at an actual tailgate, or if you're having a party at your house. Dips you gotta have, people gotta graze. So you know that I love elote, so a snack that my wife and I have all the time. We've got a video on that. Yes, technically it's esquites because the corn is cut off of the cob, but that's not what it's called in Texas, so hence the name elotes. So what I thought I would do is, I've seen a lot of dips made with this. I thought I would give my riff on this, and I'm gonna grill up some corn. This is fresh corn that we've husked this morning, and I'm also going to grill my jalapeños. I want to infuse that smoky flavor. So I'm gonna get this stuff completely cooked, and then I'm gonna mix a bunch of delicious stuff together, and we're gonna smoke that dip, and it's gonna be awesome. So let's jump in. I love sweet corn. Since I'm throwing it on these hot grill grates, I'm gonna hit it with a little cooking spray. I'm using duck fat. Use what you want, use butter, whatever. And we're gonna throw these on. I'm cooking over here on a Traeger Ranger. This is something that I take to a tailgate. You can grill it on whatever you want. I'm running about 365 degrees, powering it with a Goal Zero. So this is one of my portable setups that I use when I'm tailgating, and it's gonna work great for this dip because you can grill and you can also cook indirectly and smoke on it. We are running mesquite pellets in here today to keep it Southwest. Cook process is gonna be simple. I'm just gonna roll that corn around to get kind of some nice char on there and make sure it's nice and tender. While that's cooking, I'm gonna grate some cheese. Don't be lazy, never use prepackaged cheese. Grate your own, melts better, tastes better. All right, let's start mixing everything together. There we go, good little grill marks. So the corn doesn't have to be perfect because you're actually going to smoke this dip. So you just want to get it well on its way, and I'm trying to get some just flavor into the dip. So that's why I prefer to grill it. So I'm going to turn this temperature down. Let's go ahead and get everything else mixed up. We started with our cheese. So I've diced up 3 green onions. Got about 1/3 a bunch of cilantro. Very Southwestern if you can't handle cilantro, sorry. 1/2 cup of cotija to go with that shredded cheddar that I put in. And then we're going 1 cup of crema. And so it's very similar to what I do in my actual elote, so this is good. We're also going to season it, but I'll do that at the very end. And then I have smoked some cream cheese. You're gonna need 2 blocks for this recipe. I used our hickory all-purpose. You can certainly use whatever you want, but I like to smoke cream cheese for a couple hours at about 225. It's hard to screw up. This is absolutely the #1 thing at every tailgate we have. So heavy duty pita chips and something like this is great. You always need to have that at a tailgate. Anytime a recipe needs cream cheese, I'm gonna smoke it because it adds, this is gonna help you really get a much smokier flavor in this dip. So in we go with that. A little bit for the cook. I'll start to just kind of mix this a bit, and then I'm going to remove all this corn from the cob. I'm gonna dice up those jalapenos, gonna mix that in. We're gonna put this in a pan, and then we're gonna put that back in the Ranger. I dropped the temperature to 300. You can smoke as low as like 250 degrees. I'm gonna go a little hotter because I'm about speed at a tailgate, so I'm gonna go 300. This stuff is cooked. You're just, smoking it to get some smoke flavor and to really let all these flavors meld together. Of course, I'm using my Montana knife, chef knives. You're gonna be real careful with this at a tailgate. Yes, this knife is very sharp, but your blood is quite a bit thinner at a tailgate thanks to the alcohol, and I know from experience. City of Arlington PD had to stitch me up last year at a tailgate, so be careful out there, folks. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears has gone into me becoming the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of blood, as I mentioned, a lot of sweat from the heat, sometimes a lot of tears from how we end up. Hopefully this year's gonna be different. All right, corn's done. Let's go ahead and do the jalapenos, and then we're gonna incorporate it. So anytime I grill peppers and the skin blisters, I'm gonna go ahead and peel that off. I'm gonna go ahead and leave seeds in. You can remove those if you want. Most of the heat or capsaicin in a pepper comes from the veins. I'm just leaving it all in here because it's gonna go in a dip that has a lot of nice cool flavors with the cream cheese and the crema, and so I'm gonna leave it, but that's just a preference thing. Do whatever you wanna do. All right, let's get it all in the bowl. Get it nice and incorporated, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in just a disposable pan. You can do this in any sort of container you want, but we're at a tailgate. I'm all about disposable stuff, so I have less cleanup when I get back to the house. Lastly, I'm gonna use our fajita seasoning. Use whatever seasoning you like, but Dia de la Fajita is salt, pepper, onion, garlic, and a little bit of citrus. It's a seasoning, not a rub. Don't use too much. It can be too salty. So a little bit goes a long way. We love it on vegetables, so it works great on this. So just kind of do it to taste. And this doesn't need a lot. All right, beautiful, looking great. Let's go ahead and put this in a pan. And we are going back into the Ranger. As I mentioned, gonna get some smoke on it, and then we'll garnish it and get ready to give it a shot. We cooked this for 45 minutes. Honestly, you could have pulled it at 30. It was kind of bubbly, but we decided let's just let it keep going, get some more color, some more smoke. You're really not gonna hurt it. So yeah, it looks awesome. And I'm gonna give it a little bit of garnish. I've got Yellowbird jalapeno hot sauce. You know, do whatever you want. This is totally optional. I just like a nice little contrast here. That stuff's not too hot. And then I'm gonna put a little more cotija right in the middle. And just a little more, little green here. Little onions, a little cilantro. All right, well, let's give this a shot. Gotta make sure you chew that up good. Otherwise, you're gonna see that corn again tomorrow. That's super good. I gotta say, the smoked cream cheese, really good element. That is not spicy, by the way. That is really, really good. This is definitely a tailgate winner. I think you're in Texas at a football game, I would definitely make this. And by the way, you could also prepare this in advance and take just this pan of everything in it to your tailgate and actually cook it there if you want without having to do this stuff from the beginning like I did. This is going in our tailgate playlist. There's at least 25 videos in that playlist today. Bacon wrapped onion rings, jalapeno poppers, pig shots, all kinds of cocktails you can make at your tailgate. So you guys be sure to check that out and like and subscribe. Like I always say, please give us your subscription so we can keep bringing you these free how-to cooking shows every week. We'll see you guys next week.